Hello and welcome to Recovery Oracle. My name is Veda and I'm pleased to have you in this space with me. This is my second time filming this reading. The first time my microphone went out, which was weird because it was charged anyways. So I already have cards out here. So we're going to jump right into it. Before I get started, I do want to announce I have a drawing going for a free reading with me. And the requirements are that you subscribe to the channel. You get one entry for being a subscriber. So all of my subscribers so far, you have one entry. You get one entry per reading, per comment left on a reading. That comment needs to be a full sentence. Okay, so no single words, no just one emoji. I want to get to know you. I want us to get to know each other as a recovery collective of people overcoming addiction in this lifetime that believe in the ability to do that. So we're going to jump right into it because I was 26 minutes into the last reading before I realized that my microphone wasn't on. So the first card to come out from the Sacred Geometry Oracle is synergy. This is a card about coming up with creative solutions, never before seen, combinations and ideas. So I'm going to read it here. Notice the colors, it's absolutely beautiful. 41 could be a significant number, also the number 5. So it says, the frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality, right? And I feel like we're speaking of this 5D new reality that we're entering into, coming up with creative solutions, coming from a place of love, not fear in all we do. How are we embodying being a loving being in how we react to things, how we go about things, how we work with others, how we show our creativity, how we inspire others. It's a new way of being where we can trust. We're coming into a time where we can really trust our own discretion, our own intuition, and we can trust the people that we're surrounding ourselves with. And we know, based on by the way our body feels about something, our intuition and our discernment, we know if things are safe or not safe for us. So there is no need to go into situations with our guard up, or with fear or with doubt, and really embracing all the possibilities. And I'm bringing that up because we have that comes from the combination of, we have healing, faith. So this to me is like the Fool card in the tarot, right? Adventure and transformation. So this healing, it's kind of a combination, it's kind of the formula, right? The healing and transformation, we're there, right? Now it's having the faith, this taking this leap of faith, right? When we take a leap of faith, like they call the Fool card in tarot, a leap of faith means that we know that we are divinely supported. We know that everything is working out for our highest and greatest good, that we have an army, an entire team of angels and guides that are working with us to bring us to our highest and greatest good. So we can go into life jumping into things without fear, knowing that we're protected, knowing that we're guided, and really having faith and surrender and trust in the divine plan and will of things, whether we can see everything and the scope of things or not. It's just kind of a blind allowing of the divine to work in your life for your greatest and highest good, and not blocking yourself from some beautiful things, some adventures, right? look at that trail that she is embarking on, right? Some of you could be backpackers. Some of you could be going hiking. Some of you could be traveling. This is either like the adventure of your life, of a new start, or maybe you are embarking on an adventure somewhere. You'll have to let me know in the comments and get your free entry. But having faith in this adventure ahead of you, knowing that you're doing all the right steps, that you're in alignment, that you've done the work, and I know that you've done the work because we're in the year of the snake. I'm talking to a collective that has been healing all year and been shedding, shedding the old belief systems, shedding the habits, shedding the limiting beliefs and the behaviors and the patterns, the ancestral patterns, the karmic patterns, the ties, cutting the cords, doing a lot of releasing. And this is year of the snake, so it's appropriate. The snake came out with a time to heal. This is what we've done. This is what has happened, right? And then, so with the snake, then we have the fox coming out. So this is about thinking on your feet. Foxes are also clever as a fox, right? They're very clever, very quick-witted, quick to adapt, quick to come up with a strategy. Foxes are also playful and very family-oriented and very loving. And it's like, this is a time where you're not, we're not living in that fight or flight mode, right? We're not in survival mode anymore. It's safe to come out of the cave into the sunlight and dance and play and trust, right? We're safe. We're not being hunted anymore. The foxes were hunted for a long time, and I think they still are in some areas. I know there's areas where they're endangered species, but it's safe for the fox to come out and play now. The world is a safe place. It's all about the way that you view things, right? And the illusion of fear. So then we have stag spirit with, for all my leaders, I'm often reading to a group of leaders out there. This is saying take the lead. This is also taking the lead in your own life. This could be taking the lead in a conversation that is important to have at this time. This is taking the lead and setting boundaries. This is just being sovereign in yourself and having agency and standing and having boundaries. But also the stag and the deer is very loving. It's very loving again. So take the lead, but take it in a compassionate way, and know that because you are meant to lead, you are meant to serve also, and you are meant to be inspiring. You're meant to be a lighthouse. It's not coming from a space of ego, right? It's leading in a compassionate way and nurturing. So then the seahorse says watch and wait. And I did, in the last reading that didn't work out, I did read about the seahorse with watching and waiting. This is all about taking a neutral, rising above the fray, kind of taking a step back out of the drama, right? The quote was, "Not my circus, not my monkey." So staying out of the drama and taking a look from a neutral perspective at things, that maybe you haven't looked at things in all the angles that you could at this time, and not coming from a bias state. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and read it, because I'm not going to just like half-ass this reading, because I did one that's never going to be seen by anybody. So let's read about the seahorse. Okay, so and I think the protection message on this one is important too for somebody. So I want to say, okay, let's point out animals, right? So foxes could be significant to you, a spirit guide animal. Stags, snakes, seahorses. We have fairies, we have butterflies, we have dragonflies, right? In this transformation, the dragonfly represents, is often a representation of ancestors or spiritual guides watching over. We have fairies. We have the outdoors. We have the colors pink, green, and blue. And then I'll go through numbers after I read seahorse. So, hovering gracefully. The seahorse observes with the perspective of one who is not engulfed in drama, of one who is not engulfed in drama, remaining at a distance from all the turbulence. Seahorse Spirit appears at this time to remind you of the need to be neutral and gain perspective. Your message from Seahorse Spirit is not my circus, not my monkeys. Spirit wants you to know that even if you are tempted to jump into the fray and try to fix things, the best way to serve yourself and others right now is to remain calm and simply watch and see. Another message here is that whatever your query, Seahorse Spirit asks you to step back from it, be willing to explore things from different angles rather than a single one, and just observe what is possible. From the perspective of the position of a neutral observer, you will discover a myriad of opportunities and a deeper understanding of what you seek and why, and you will know beauty, truth, love, and wisdom. The protection message here is for somebody, not for all of you. But it says, are you holding on to judgment? Sure that your perspective is the only correct way to look at things. There are as many perspectives as there are creatures in the sea. And when Seahorse Spirit appears, you are reminded to detach from the experience so you can view it from more than one angle. Pay attention to your hidden beliefs and how they affect the way you think, feel, and act. Are you being fair to all involved, or do you need to step back? Perhaps the drama you have been drawn into is your own. Whatever the actions of others, your challenge is to be non-reactive and not take their words or behaviors personally. Their turbulence may have little to do with you, so remain neutral until you know more. Your perspective may be quite different in time. So if any of you are on the fence about a decision to make, a conversation to have, a step to take, watch and wait. I would give this a day. Give it a day before you make any decisions, especially with all the planetary happenings right now. Pluto going direct is working up a lot of stuff like way deep in the subconscious. Venus enters Leo, right? So there is a lot of love and abundance and sunshine coming in. And then what's the other one is that's big is, well, on the 21st we have a new moon in Libra, right, where things are going to be balanced out. It's like new beginnings, clean slate, right? So not holding resentments from the past, really treating and nurturing those relationships that mean a lot to you, knowing that all of us have made massive transformations this year. So maybe if you are feeling judgment towards somebody, or you think you know them, you may, if there's somebody you haven't seen in a long time, you may need to get to know them again. We've all changed so much and grown and evolved. Most of the people that you know from a year ago are not the same people this year. And that's going to keep exponentially going up and changing and getting better, or we're healing. We're as a collective, I say getting better as in we're coming into more harmony, coming into a more harmonious time, excuse me, I can't speak. And really nurturing those relationships that really mean something to you. I know a lot of people have come up on the whole like no contact, cut them off thing with their own family members over politics and over differences in situations. And really we need to be dare to love, right? We need to be more nurturing and more loving and more understanding and more open and more allowing. Of course, have your boundaries set. Don't let anybody treat you poorly, and make sure that you communicate those boundaries clearly with people. But also, it's quite the thing to do to really cut somebody off from your life completely because you have a difference in opinion over something. And that is not the way to harmony. That's not the way to peace. That's not the way to creating more love and healing the world. Remember, like, look into their eyes and see God. See a reflection of you. We are all one. We are all the I am, God, source consciousness. And just a different perspective of that. So that's for somebody out there. Okay, and then so I had already started the tarot, right? So I didn't want to redraw these cards because I think they're important. So I was doing Celtic cross spread. In the spot of you are showing up as the Page of Cups. to the Nine of Wands, right? So this is somebody who has really been through a lot. It's been a long time. It's been a long haul. You've been dragged through the mud. This is perseverance and determination. And this is a new scope on that, a new outlook on love, a new adventure in love, possibly. The Page of Cups is charting the course of the heart, right? Being heart-led in your decision making. Pages are also childlike. They're the children of the tarot. So really coming at love and your relationships from this like innocent curiosity of a child. And really just being open, and allowing and excited about things, and not in a state of fear. And this is about perseverance and determination. So this is how you're showing up in the center of the spread, and we're going to get the rest of the tarot. Thank you so much for being here. I should say that if you are in recovery, if you have a loved one that's in recovery, if you are considering recovery, you're in a safe place, in a safe space, you're in the right place, and I'm very, very grateful to have you here. This is a channel for us to, for me to connect you to your soul's path and purpose, so that you can not identify as being in recovery, but identify as overcoming addiction, because that is what your soul came here to do in this lifetime. So thank you so much for being here. All right. So with the Nine of Wands and the Page of Cups, what is the crossing energy, please? Angels and guides for the highest and greatest good of this collective. King of Pentacles. Okay. So this is about like stability. This can be about resources, stability, kind of mastering your reality, being very grounded. The King of Pentacles does not move, and he's there can be a stubbornness behind him, because he's overgrown. His throne is overgrown with greens, and he's very, very stable and secure and grounded. This could be something about finances as well coming in. We'll have to get into it. That is the crossing energy. Something about the King of Pentacles. That's also like divine masculine. The divine masculine taking action in your physical realm, taking like actual steps forward towards something. Towards something physical. So let's see. Let me get them all out. In the subconscious or underlying. Ace of Swords. Truth. The truth of a situation, a divine download of some sort, some information coming in. Wisdom. In the recent past. Five of Wands, some conflict. Yeah, possibly some conflict. An argument, some competition of some sort. At the 5 too, at the Five of Wands, we also have like a change in energy, a change in passion. Let's get them all out. And crowning, please. Give that a chance to come out. Oh, crowning. Where is it? There we go. Ten of Swords. Okay, Ten of Swords. The end of this is hurt and loss, right? At the Ten of Swords, crowning the reading, this is like somebody that feels that they've been hurt, that they've been betrayed. They've been betrayed a lot. This is somebody that can have a hard time trusting people. This is also the end of a cycle, of a mental cycle, of a state of mind, of an idea, the completion. We're going to get more on that, of course. Okay. And in the near future, what do we have? Ooh, Knight of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles. It's kind of mastering your reality. Kings are the highest, mastering the physical. You could have like some manifestation coming in the near future. The Knight of Pentacles, you're moving forward in the physical, or somebody is moving towards you. This could be a earth sign, a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. A crossing energy could be a strong Virgo in your energy as the Page of Cups and Nine of Wands. And let's clarify, why is the Knight of Pentacles in the near future? Awakening, Judgment. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles also is it's about growth, right? He's tilling the seeds. He's creating this. Right, he has a field. In the original tarot, he has a field that has little seedlings, and he's like sowing his crops. It's about like possibly a financial endeavor you're on, a new job, a new career start, taking action in the physical world, doing something. But clarifying that is the card of awakening, judgment, of answering the call, or going through another awakening. Let's see what else we have. It's like physical. This is yeah, this could be money coming into you also, or awakening card. Yeah, is also judgment. Okay, let's clarify. What else do they need to know about themselves? The Hermit. Okay, so maybe some of you have been isolating, going within to find answers to something going on, and having a really, really, really strong internal compass, wisdom, and like a high level of understanding. The Hermit like goes within, isolates to find their light, and then shares that light with others. Again, Virgo energy, a lot of earth energy. The King of Pentacles could be speaking of also staying grounded. Knight of Pentacles, more earth energy. So, okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay. And okay, the Hermit here, and we're the environment, please. King of Cups. Okay, leading in love. Like this is like mastering your emotional state, leading in love, mastering your emotions. This can also be like psychic knowing, and really trusting yourself to make the right decisions for your heart, for your emotional state, charting the course, or he's the captain of the ship of emotions, and staying really centered in that emotional state, whatever emotional state, despite what's going around, on around him, he's kind of staying centered. That's kind of that seahorse energy, but leading from the heart. King of Cups is definitely leading from the heart. Showing up, it's a Page of Cups in your environment. Like, this is like new love coming in. King of Cups. Well, that's you. So your environment is a King of Cups. Maybe somebody else. So it could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be. It's just somebody very like emotionally nurturing. An offer of love. What do we not see coming? Ace of Pentacles, like a new physical beginning. This is a new, this could be a new job offer, a new health regimen. This could just be like a new physical start, a new seed growing, sprouting, coming in, like a manifestation coming in too. Ace of Pentacles, a divinely aligned physical something in the material world. And what is the overall outcome, please? I'm so sorry, excuse me. What's the overall outcome? Three of Pentacles. This is a card of collaboration, of working together, of working with others. At the Three of Pentacles too, this could be a manifestation coming in. At the three, we have form. This Pentacles are physical. So this could be a card of doing work that you love, that you're proud of to share with others, or working together in collaboration with others. Some sort of collaboration. Okay. From leading with your heart, following your heart. This inner wisdom, you're following your heart. You don't see coming a new opportunity, some new physical opportunity for you to collaborate or work with other people. Okay, can we clarify the Ace of Pentacles here? What's it about? Knight of Wands. Something you're passionate about. Action, passion. This is like acting on your passions. The Knight of Wands is very passionate, fiery, focused, action, energy. Something you've been putting energy or focus or action into, towards, attention towards possibly. Or something you really, really love that's going to be motivating and quick moving and exciting. And the Three of Pentacles. Is the Three of Pentacles here? The World. Collaboration in the world. Collaboration and the world. Some of you could have like an online thing going. The World is a card of completion, of completing a cycle. It's of attainment. Also, it's like the end of a chapter. But also it literally is the world. It's also a card of travel. So you could be traveling, doing something, traveling, collaborating, especially with the adventure card coming out. You could be traveling to collaborate with somebody, or starting something online where you're doing a collaboration with somebody. You'll have to tell me. This could mean something different for everybody. Okay, angels and guides, what else do you want us to know at this time? Two of Swords, trust. Trust. This is a card of trust. This is trusting and allowing. This is a card of surrender. Surrender, have faith, trust at this time that everything is working out for your highest and greatest good. She's dropped her swords. She's dropped her masks. She's just bare and like, okay, here I am. Faceless and all. Doesn't know what mask to choose. Maybe you this also could be you're trying to decide on what to do at this time, how to show up, how to approach a situation. Anything else? The Wise One, the Hierophant, again the teacher. This is teaching, leading. This is also trusting your inner guidance, your inner teacher, the Wise One. This is also a card of systems, of structures, of marriage, of institutions, of churches and schools, teaching, leading. So take that where it resonates for you. Can we clarify this Ten of Swords crowning the reading, please? This Ten of Swords is like painful ending. Queen of Pentacles. So again, another like earth sign, very much earth signs ruling your reality. This is all about nurturing and self-care and self-love. The Queen of Pentacles is very much about nurturing her body and her surroundings, her home, like loving. She's a nature lover. She connects to the animals and the plants, and she's a gardener, and she's also at the gym working on herself, very much nurturing her physical material world, whatever that is, however that is. So so I'm almost not taking this 10 of Swords as you know, for some of you it's going to be like you could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus who has just been through a lot mentally, and is at the end of a way of thinking, right? As at the end of being so defensive, or you know, and I don't mean of blocking off love. Like this is like the Queen of Pentacles allows herself to be loved as well because she loves herself. So it's like you've been hurt in the past by people, so it was really hard for you. That's crowning the reading, but you're over that because you're stepping into this, like the King of Pentacles, he's a master of his material world. He's very well grounded. He's very discerning. Like he sees things very clearly, what's going on around him in the material world. And he's creating a strong foundation. This is a very, very strong foundation. So something about this Page of Cups, following your heart, persevering, creating strong foundations for yourself, is leading you into movement in the physical world with something to do with your calling, an awakening, a higher understanding. And the outcome is working with others and the completion of a cycle, maybe where you weren't so inclined to work with others. This seems like there's a lot of seems like karmic lessons around trust and trust and allowing and surrendering. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, right? This is fate and destiny on the bottom of the deck. Staying centered in that wheel, staying centered in your heart, out of your mind, when the wheel's spinning and everything on the outside is chaotic and looks a certain way, and it's all going, and you can't even keep your eye on any one thing because it's all going so fast and it's hectic. What is your heart telling you? Stay centered in your truth. Check the facts. Check the facts on the situation, right? Always check the facts. What's real? What's true? What's an illusion? The truth is that it's my highest and greatest good that the divine is trying to hand to me. They want to hand me my manifestations. They want my heaven on earth as much as I want my heaven on earth. Of course, everything that is happening right now, no matter if I can see it, no matter what, the inconveniences that happen, the things that come up, life's problems, the things, what is it trying to teach me, first of all, and then stay again centered that sometimes there's a thing called divine timing, and everything's not just so right for something to work out the way you want it to. So there's a time of waiting and a time of watching and waiting, right? Where's that card? I don't even know what I did with those cards. I got them out of my way too far. Okay, so with all of that said, oh, it was like orb. It was a fly. I'm just like, I know, it was like my senses are heightened. When am I going to start seeing them everywhere? We're heading into that. Okay, so again, having faith. You've gone through a massive transformation this year. You're headed towards an adventure of some sort, in some way. And it's all because of all the healing that you have done. Watch and wait. Don't make any rash decisions. Stay centered on that wheel. Take the time to heal fully. You are healing. You've been doing that. The fox says, be clever. Really, the fox is very analytical too. Really looking well-rounded at, all the possibilities, and also having fun and being playful and being open to family and love and joy. And then underneath that, we have fulfillment, right? So that's your abundance coming in. That is your wish fulfillment coming in and happening. So, okay, I want to do the Kuan Yin Oracle. Okay, so Kuan Yin is the divine feminine, a name for, the trillion-faceted diamond that is Source Consciousness. This is a name for the divine feminine aspect of Source. She is the goddess of love and compassion. In Asian cultures, Kuan Yin, the beloved Kuan Yin, she is like the mother, the nurturing, loving, compassionate, divine feminine energy. And because I feel like we could all use a little more love right now, I want to see what Kuan Yin has to say about this whole thing. So, our beloved Kuan Yin, one of the trillions of names for the divine feminine aspect of Source Consciousness. What do you want us to know at this time, tying all this reading together? We need to know. Most important, one card, please. Wow, that was fast. Okay. We have To the Celestial Mountain on the bottom. Number 41 or 5, that is change. We have Orchid, Priestess of Destiny, number 21. Orchid, Priestess of Destiny. That's a beautiful card. Okay, so we're going to read about the Orchid, Priestess of Destiny. That sounds lovely. Okay. Righty. So, hopefully you can see that. All right. So, for the AI, when it chooses a picture to post for my cover photo. Okay. The Orchid, Priestess of Destiny says, the Orchid Priestess of your highest spiritual destiny calls to you now, beloved. She calls you to your purpose, path, and soul passion. Goosebumps. You are called to rise again and again to live up to your potential with all its uniqueness and beauty. She will call you always with her sweet flute playing deep in your heart. Blossoms of orchid and chrysanthemum falling from her feet, stirring your heart to quest for your truest soul passion. You may have felt different to those around you at different times in your life. This is meant to be, beloved. You cannot be a pioneer of different consciousness on this planet if you feel completely comfortable in the consciousness that already exists around you. Do you know that this was chosen on purpose so you could be on purpose? I might cry. Your soul chose to be of service by not fitting in so that it would remember through things not feeling right, that it was meant to help correct and heal the consciousness on our planet, starting with the self. Once the self was able to correct and align the consciousness within so that it matched the love and peace that existed deep in the heart, it would be easier to help others do the same, even if just by inspiration. Okay, you guys got to set the card down. This is where the Orchid Priestess of Destiny, beloved Kuan Yin, in her devotion to your highest spiritual attainment, calls you forward now. Yes, beloved, your divine destiny is calling you. That means it is time to unplug from mass consciousness at a deeper level than ever before, to really let go of the beliefs and thought forms that do not serve your highest destiny, no matter how unchallengeable they may seem to be at first. It is time to revise anything inside of you that would hold you back from owning your spiritual power and moving ahead in your divine destiny. It is your destiny that calls you forward to do this, beloved. Do not fear. It is just you waiting to meet you in all your spiritual beauty and strength. Embrace the changes, and soon you will enjoy the spiritual reunion at a higher turn of the spiral of your own passionate life of spiritual purpose. The flue and blossoms of the Orchid Priestess help you in this process now. So, the Knight of Pentacles is also a pioneer, making a new way and a new start in the world, doing something, planning, walking a path that nobody's ever walked before, doing something new, embarking on a new journey, and taking his time with it and doing it the right way. And the awakening. This is your path. This is your calling, your divine destiny. I've never seen this card in this deck before. I've never read this passage in this deck before. This is an important message for somebody. And with synergy coming out as the number one card, you're coming up with creative, never seen before combinations, ways of doing things. You are pioneering uncharted territory, doing something different than anybody else in your family has ever done, than anybody else around you has ever done. You're innovative, you're inventive, and you're doing something that's going to greatly benefit and change the world in a big way. This message won't be for everybody. There's a prayer here. If you'd like to pray to the Orchid Priestess of Destiny, that is Kuan Yin, that is the divine feminine aspect of source consciousness, right? So this is a prayer to God. It's a prayer to the feminine aspect, the compassionate, loving, feminine aspect of God. I mean, he's all compassionate and loving. The prayer says, "My destiny is in my own heart, and you guide me deeper within myself, beloved Orchid Priestess." You can say beloved source, beloved whoever you pray to. "And you guide me deeper within myself, beloved source, Orchid Priestess, so I cannot miss out on anything that is divinely ordained for me. It will always find me. At peace in my heart, I now receive that which is guiding me in unconditional love into the fullness and expression of my own divine being. Om Mani Padme Hum." And I forget what that means, but they say that at the end of every prayer. Om Mani Padme Hum. If any of you know, leave it in the comments. There's your entry. So this is about somebody's destiny, and it kind of makes me want to redo the whole reading and take it a little more seriously. But you're at the end of a painful cycle, and it's your perseverance. It's your perseverance and your sweet, 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 loving heart. And you've come so far. You've come so far, and you're almost there. It's been a long year. It's been a long year for a lot of us. And it's not in vain. You're at the end of a really rough cycle, and you're stepping into this, you know how to love yourself now. You know how to nurture yourself. You know what your needs are. And this is male or female. There's no gender in tarot. This is just somebody who nurtures their self and their surroundings and has that self-love. This Three of Pentacles with the world. You're collaborating with the world. You're going to change the world. This is huge for somebody. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like your own private reading, a custom-made meditation, or a subliminal by me, or feel just any desire to leave gratuity, you can find those links on the Buy Me a Coffee link. Gratuity is not expected at all whatsoever. I take gratuity in the form of a comment, of a like, of a share. It all means so much to me. It means the world to me to get to know you, get to know my audience, and really gives me the momentum and the drive and the motivation to keep doing this, because this is my purpose and my path. And it's part of my path. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate and love each and every one of you unconditionally, with so much compassion, so much gratitude for you. and so much hope and faith in what we're doing, in who we are, and who you are, and all you've overcome. And I'm so proud of you if nobody's told you that today. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. All right, bye for now.